اللهم صل وسلم على نبينا محمد عليه السلام صلاة تدوم وتهدى إليه ممر الليالي وطول الدوام اللهم صل وسلم على نبينا محمد عليه السلام صلاة تدوم وتهدى إليه ممر الليالي وطول الدوام اللهم صل وسلم على نبينا محمد عليه السلام صلاة تدوم وتهدى إليه ممر الليالي وطول الدوام. يا سلام. الحمد لله الحمد لله شكر يا ربي شكر الحمد لله. We must be sure that we must be sure to be from Shakirin. We have to work for it. To be from Shakirin. This one also need work. To be from Shakirin is need to be work for it. Because in those days, nobody appreciate what he got. And nobody appreciate what Allah Almighty He grant him. And nobody appreciate what he been taking or what he's spending or what he is doing. The walking itself, it is not enough to make all your life shukr, only walking. To use your feet. What about the rest? What about Allah Almighty granting? What about Allah Almighty giving? Alhamdulillah, we are humble people. We have only this amount of shukr. Ya Rabbi, don't look at us as we are adult or big people or grown-up people. This is what we have. And there is some saying is إذا أردت أن تطاع فأمر بالمستطاع. That's mean if you want somebody to obey you, you ask him that what he can do and what is possible to do. It's very important. So many people, they tell you, you get 1 ton in your shoulder. Yo, nobody can do this. Okay, 500 kilo, also impossible. Okay, 300 kilo. Yahoo. 300 kilos is too much. So what you can carry, I am able to carry in my age and in my power 50 kilo. But not for so long also. Because, okay, we give you 50 kilo and put it in your shoulder all the time. You cannot. That's why Allah Almighty, He separated the day for 3 chapters. One chapter is the sleeping time, very important. Doctor, it's very important, the sleeping time. 8 hours. So you're allowed to sleep 8 hours. This is normal. Allah Almighty make it 3 pieces. And the second one is say, okay, purpose for living, you need to work. So he give you 8 hours to work. This is very known. And you have 8 hours for worshipping of Allah Almighty. This is the critical 8 hours. Some people, they say, with this 8 hours, we can put our head in sajda for Allah Almighty. 8 hours. This is for Allah Almighty. We work and we sleep. Some people, they say, oh, this 8 hours, it is for our entertainment. So we use it as we like. We entertain ourselves with this 8 hours as we like. It is ours. So this is, it will be like extreme in this side and extreme in this side. Because Allah Almighty, He give you this 8 hours, it's belonging to Him. This is very sensitive 8 hours. It is very critical 8 hours. He said, with this 8 hours, you look after your family, you look after your parents, you make the worshipping for me, and all what is necessary things. That is keeping the social life in your life. And this 8 hours actually is the meaning of the living. Allah Almighty, He didn't interfere with your 8 hours work, and He didn't interfere with the 8 hours sleep. He give you this 2/3, He give it to you. I say, I want 1/3 is for me. And this is the most important 1/3, that it you be useful for your community, you be useful for Allah Almighty things, you be useful for your family, you look after your children, you look after this. He didn't include it in your work, and He didn't include it in your rest. Say, I am giving you. So if you steal from that 8 hours and say, let's say, you work 10 hours, so you stealing from Allah Almighty hours. This is definitely. So that's why Maulana Sheikh was saying, for people working so long, after 8 hours, whatever you gain is for Allah Almighty, is not yours. So Allah Almighty will never forgive you for this. You steal this hour. So this is, actually it is the basic of the family life. It's the basic of the social life. It's the basic for distributing Iman, Islam, Tariqah with this 8 hours. So when you are knowing that you have a free 8 hours, that it's actually belonging to Allah Almighty, so it should be for Allah Almighty purposes. So with this one, we start. إذا أمرت أن تطاع فافعل المستطاع. فأمر بالمستطاع. This is. So we come from there because so many people, they're all the time burdening themselves with nonsense, with unnecessary weights. If you want to be your body to serve you, you have to give him the rest. And if you want your family to obey you, you have to give them the time. And if you want your work to be successful, you have to be on time. So this is one of dunya advice. It is dunya advice. We are dunya people. They are all the time telling me, Yahu, you are dunya one. I say, Alhamdulillah, we are dunya one. We are living in dunya. We are not living in space. We are not living in the other world. No. As long as Allah Almighty, He let us to live here, so we have to obey the rule that Allah Almighty He put. It's very important. It is very important. The most important things to understand how to deal with dunya and how to deal with akhirah. I don't have any knowledge. I'm not the one having the knowledge. I'm not the one searching in the book. I'm not the one looking up and down. But I'm only looking for the point that it's make the life easier and it's make the easy going. Because also the people in this time, they are very hard. They are very hard. They have everything, they become harder. They have everything, they become more arrogant. They have everything, they become more proud. And when you are more proud, you are more hard. And when you are more arrogant, you are more hard. And when you are pushing, your push will be for nothing. It will be for nothing. So our advice, I'm humbly sitting in this chair, but I'm actually not humble, but I'm humbly sitting in this chair. Why? Because alhamdulillah, I'm not sheikh. Alhamdulillah, shukr ya Rabbi, this is very good things. And I am only here to make the space, the empty space, just fill it with some entertainment. Plus, with this one, maybe I have some things that Maulana Sheikh, he wanted to send it through me. So I'm here just as you, as me, but it is the important here to look for dunya things also, and the concept that to enjoy what Allah Almighty He give. وَأَمَّا بِنِعْمَةِ رَبِّكَ فَحَدِّثْ. This is very famous ayah. That's mean, if Allah Almighty grant you things, you have to be happy with it, and you have to also push the people to do same. It is very important. Don't keep it for yourself. Say, look, I done, you can do. I succeed, you can succeed. I do this, you can do this. And so many people, they look with hasad. No need for hasad, yo. No need. Envy. It is no need to be in envy. It is, this planet is full with everything. Alhamdulillah, those days, nobody hungry. Nobody wants something and he cannot buy it. Maybe he doesn't buy the real things, but he can buy the imitation one. But at the end of the day, he finds something similar. It's very important. So, if you cannot get the real one, you get the imitation one. So Allah Almighty, even He give you all the opportunity. So try to get things, that Allah Almighty, He grant everyone. So don't be envy for somebody have something. No, you can have. It's no need to be Rolls Royce. Could be Renault, for example. It is two of them car, and get your things to be happen. But if somebody have what Allah Almighty, He give him more than you, so say, Alhamdulillah, look at him. I'm proud that Allah Almighty, He show His ni'mah in him. Very important. And then you will see that Allah Almighty, He will give you. But if you look in envy, he deserves this. No, I don't think he doesn't deserve it. How? Allah Almighty, He give him. Why? How you can say this one? How you can say this one? You just be that Allah Almighty, whatever He gives somebody, Allah Almighty, He said, this one, he deserve it. This is definitely. Why? Because he is already in that ni'mah. He's already been given. So that means Allah Almighty, He grant him. He give him this ni'mah. So you can say, Ya Rabbi, I am also asking. Ask. The asking door is open. Allah Almighty, He didn't tell you to not ask. He tell you, ask whatever you want. Whatever you want, I am for you. But if you don't deserve it, He doesn't give you. This is Allah Almighty. You cannot interfere in His job. This is Allah Almighty, Yahoo. Careful. This is a sensitive area. You are crossing the red line. You are in immigration, say, don't cross the line, don't cross the line. So, don't cross the red line. You're traveling a lot, that's why. But it is very important to know where to stop. Ya Allah, I'm stopping before the red line. I don't want to stop. This is Allah Almighty, He like. Hakikatan, Allah Almighty, He like. When you are behaving good adab with Allah Almighty, He like it. Allah Almighty, He like it. But if you are without manner and without adab, Allah Almighty, He hate it. He hate it. Yani. It is not that Allah Almighty doesn't like it. No, He hate it. So that's why when you see the red line, don't cross it. Don't cross the red line. Immigration. For Allah Almighty, this is. So that's why we are all the time keeping saying Astaghfirullah al-Azim wa atubu ilayh, Astaghfirullah al-Azim wa atubu ilayh, Astaghfirullah al-Azim wa atubu ilayh. It's very important. Even after the prayer, say Astaghfirullah al-Azim wa atubu ilayh. من كل ذنب ومعصية من كل ما يخالف دين الإسلام يا أرحم الراحمين. This is the istighfar. It is all the time pushing you from the red line. You understand? Okay. Because we don't know. And we are small children. You see in the immigration, small children crossing, coming, go. And even the police fed up from them, say, keep your child. So we are children also. So we going coming. But when we're coming back, say, Astaghfirullah al-Azim, Astaghfirullah al-Azim ya Rabbi, Astaghfirullah al-Azim ya Rabbi. They're calling me. Astaghfirullah al-Azim ya Rabbi, they call me. I put my telephone away. And that's why the istighfar also, it's important in our life. If we are able to do istighfar, just do it. Without any reason. Astaghfirullah al-Azim, Astaghfirullah al-Azim. And make your tongue to be used to it. And with this one we say, وَمِنَ اللَّهِ التَّوْفِيقِ بِحُرْمَةِ الْحَبِيبِ بِحُرْمَةِ الْفَاتِحَةِ. سبحان الله سلطان الله نبي محمد عليه السلام سبحان الله سلطان الله نبي محمد عليه السلام سبحان الله سلطان الله نبي محمد عليه السلام وصل يا ربي وسلم على جميع الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى كل أجمعين والحمد لله رب العالمين. الفاتحة.